Because I know how to tie a shoe.
But there's different ways to tie.
You influenced my water bottle.
They're like the double.
Influenced your water bottle? What is happening? Oh, I love it. Okay, well, it's good to know I have such great positive influence on you guys. Shoe tying, water bottles.
The water bottle.
Just stay over there.
Because she has water bottles with stickers on it. The same water bottle with stickers on it. Except hers is for him.
I rescued it.
She had that white.
It got left at the park, and it was all alone, and I rescued it.
Oh my god. Oh! My mom does that all the time. She's so weird. So you got somebody else's water bottle?
Yeah.
How many times did you wash it?
Oh, a lot. Like, I rinsed it out with Clorox and everything. I washed it with Clorox, vinegar, and washed it. What y'all talking about?
They still got the SMPD.
That's not how it works, guys. It's not how anything in life works.
You know what an STD is? Sexual.
Okay, hey. It's recording, not current. Holy potatoes. Okay.
Hey, stop recording.
Alright, so we had to graph these. Hopefully you went up 3, put a dot. Or have you changed papers?
No.
Change papers. I'm pretty sure I said that. Change homework papers.
It's better than mine, I ain't gonna lie.
Now, each problem is going to be worth 6 points. Okay? The correct graph is 3 points. And the correct slope-intercept form is 3 points. So you need to make sure you understand the point system while we're doing this. So if they converted it correctly, that's 3 points. If they graphed it correctly, that's 3 points. Now, this is the same line, so they both have the same y-intercept. They also have the same slope. So we would go down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1, connect our dots.
Do I get any points for doing it all on one graph?
As long as she can figure out what your lines are, yeah.
Okay.
Or as long as Patrick got your graph? As long as he can figure out what your lines are. Alright, so now, what I want you to do is I want you to write beside their A. I want you to write how many points they got out of 6. So I did mine correct. I get 6 out of 6 points. Does everybody understand what I did?
Oh.
You don't get it?
No.
Is that what you said?
No, I said and then at the top it says A.
The whole thing is 18.
The whole homework is 18 points.
I got a question. So
Yes.
for A, it's just out of 6 points.
Yes.
So if you had the graph wrong,
That's 3.
Hey,
I got it.
Alright, are we ready for B? So B, the conversion from this one to slope-intercept form would be y equals negative 3/5 x plus 6. Divide everything by 5. This one would be y equals negative 3x plus 18.
Everything minus 6.
Everything is out of 6. So this is 3 points. If they got this right, it's 3 points. Now we're going to do the graph. They had to get that right to get their 3 points. They get the other 3 points. Lord, none of you be teachers.
This is too complicated.
This is what I do every day. Don't be a teacher.
But you train to do this. So,
I did not learn this in college.
when you choose the way you get the grade, you can do
Who
minus
you hollering at? Who you hollering at? Who you hollering at? About to get minus 3 points over there.
Oh, then you have negative 2. Yeah.
That's why you're in pre-AP. Alright, so on B, I need 18 on my Y.
You have negative 2 if everybody got to check on their gun.
Alright, so again, let's talk about what our, well, let's pause, back it up. What are the solutions for this? Well, they cross every point, right? So every single, this would be infinite solutions. If they're the same line, you have infinite solutions.
Hey, Patrick.
And we're not going to count that as part of the grade for this one. Don't worry. All right, B. So my first one, I need to go up 6 and put a dot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then negative 3/5 would be down 1, 2, 3, right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up 1, 2, 3, left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So make sure they graphed it right. And if they don't, correct it in marker. Or if they didn't, correct it in marker. My next one is 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Down 1, 2, 3, right 1. 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 Boom.
I got the right.
Look at you go. Alright, so for this one, they have to have the graph right and the solution labeled of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up 3. 5, 3 is the answer for that one. So to get their whole graph right, they have to have the graphs and a solution labeled. If they have the graph but no solution labeled, just take off a point.
That's nice. I'm still weak.
Alright, questions on A or B? Does it make a little more sense now? Is anybody still completely confused? Are we alive? Do we understand what's happening? We're hurt? Why are we hurt?
Because I forgot to do it. I totally forgot.
I'll show you 18.
Your shoulder hurt. Okay. Alright, so is the confusion so far with the graphing, or is it with the solving, or is it the fact that you didn't do your homework?
The fact that I didn't do it. But I'm not even confused. Like,
You can't solve
Well,
it?
I can, but I just get so confused.
Why? It's literal equations.
Yeah, I don't have
Huh?
Have we done this before?
Okay, so you want me to solve? Do you want me to solve C? Would you like me to work it out step by step?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like me to go back and do these?
I got that one right, I think.
This one? What about this one?
I have no clue.
Okay, so I'm gonna rework the first one on B and solve it for Y, just so you guys see what it looks like.
Are both air?
I'm dying. Alright, so we're trying to solve for Y. The first thing you would do is subtract 3x. So you would have 5y equals negative 3x plus 30. Because remember, in our notes yesterday that we wrote down, and we solved it. We solved one together. Our first step was to solve for y. The notes tell you what to do. It's crazy that I would give you all the tools to do this. Alright, so then from there, you would divide by 5. And you'd get y equals negative 3/5 x plus 6. The reason you turn it into this is because you divide both of these by 5.
Oh.
That would make more sense. So this
Light bulbs! I love it! Yay!
it makes no sense. He said, oh, it makes no sense.
No, I'm just trying to.
It was kind of funny.
Sad tater. Alright, so for C, we have x plus 2y equals 3. So we would subtract x, and that would give us 2y equals negative x plus 3. Does everybody see where I got that from? I just subtracted x. I just moved it. We're trying to get y by itself. Oh my gosh, stop it. Stop it.
We did our first issue.
You're so funny. Alright, then we divide by 2. So you get y equals negative 1/2 x plus 3/2. That's the same thing. Huzzah! 1.5 is the same thing because 3 divided by 2 is 1.5 cheeseburgers.
She was like, 1.5 cheeseburgers. That's how you
She
was
was so
looking.
big.
Yes. This is a good talk. Alright, ready to graph? So C as in, oh my gosh, my feet hurt. C.
That's some thigh highs on.
Stop. Please don't make it uncomfortable. It's already been uncomfortable.
Hold up. X do equal 5.
X do equal 5. So X equals 5 would look like this. You would go right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, I did that wrong. Wait, why wouldn't you say? I did like.
Because it's X. So when it says X equals 5, that means it has to cross through the X axis.
Oh, I went Y.
That would be Y equals. But that's okay. Because we're okay to make mistakes. That's why we're here to learn.
Yeah, I made a mistake. I'm forgetting.
Also, you guys remember Desmos that I told y'all to download?
Oh, can I download that?
Y'all could have plugged this in and grabbed
Micah
it.
uses that.
What do I
My
know?
neighbor, you know Micah, my neighbor.
I had no idea y'all were neighbors. No idea. Alright, so,
She's lying.
man, nothing gets past you.
The other day, my mom was pointing with that. She was like, it was so funny.
It's me when I drive down the road. Alright, so we have our y-intercept of 3 halves. That's 1.5. So we would go up 1.5, put a dot. Now our slope is negative 1 divided by 2. So we would go down 1, right 1, 2. Down 1, right 1, 2. Down 1, right 1, 2.
That's why I got it.
Oh, instead, I went to 3 over 2 and did down 3 over 2.
So your graph is so long.
But that's your y-intercept, so why would you do that?
Oh, yeah. That was wrong because.
Okay. So then it crosses right here, and that's at 5, negative 1. So total up the person's points that they get is out of 18. Okay.
Stop!
It's funny because Caleb did the work.
Okay, so we still have to cover substitution today.
I don't think you counted.
What time is it? Oh, it's on.
Now I can. Gone.
Why we saw bringing snacks?
Exactly. That's
You
what
forgot
I said.
twice. I was about to say, you were the one that forgot. Be quiet, Carl. You forgot twice, too.
It's recording.
But I brought them 4
It's recording.
Okay. Okay, I ain't gonna bring donuts for you. Oh, I was just.
Alright, so substitution is page 37. Hopefully everybody,
Everybody's there.
Everybody.
See, we all make mistakes.
Yeah, see, sometimes we just disregard yours like you should disregard that grade right there.
oh, that grade is going in. I'm sorry. You gotta learn.
That's the first grade. I'm gonna have like a 7 in the class.
It's not funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a whole 0.
Okay, guys, you're gonna have homework tonight that's another grade, so calm yourselves.
Every little thing.
It's gonna be alright. Y'all might.
Baby, don't worry.
Keep going.
Every little thing. It's gonna be alright.
Alright. Alright, today I can solve a system of equations using substitution.
Yeah.
This is super, super easy. What does the word substitution mean?
Subtraction. Or, no.
Substitution does not mean subtraction.
Change out.
Change out, replace, right? So like if I'm absent, what happens? I get a substitute. If y'all are absent, what happens?
We don't
You don't even get the lesson. You miss a day. So y'all need to be here.
Yeah, Austin.
Stop, it's recording. We love you, Austin. Okay, so when you have a system and you're using substitution, you're going to plug in one thing for another. So the best way to figure out when you use for substitution is when you have an equation that already has a variable by itself. So in our system here, we already know what y equals. It equals 2x minus 1. So we can take that and plug it in. So our first step says to solve one equation for one variable. Choose an easy one. Boom, we're done. So for step 1, we're going to write that y equals 2x minus 1. That's why we're doing it together. It's okay. Now, I'm going to use different colors so that you can visually see where I'm plugging it in. So step 2 says to substitute the equation from 1 into another equation. So we know that x plus 2y equals 8, correct? So we're going to write x plus 2. Now, what does y equal? 2x minus 1. And we set that equal to 8.
Oh.
So does everybody see what I did? Alright, so all I did was I took what y equals. Y equals 2x minus 1, and I plugged it in for y.
So now we distribute.
Now we would distribute. But first, before we do that, before we go any further, this red part is our first equation. That's this guy right here. The blue is what I substituted from what y equals. Is everybody with me on how we got this? If you're not, you got to speak now. Because we're moving on, moving up. So step 2 was to substitute. Step 3 is to solve for the remaining variable. So we're going to solve for x in step 3. How would we get rid of our parentheses? Distribute. Alright, and that would give us x plus 4x minus 2 equals 8. Does everybody agree? Now we combine like terms, we add them together, we have x plus 4x, and that's going to give us what? Add 2 to both sides and you get 5x equals 10. So what does x equal? 2. Now, we know what x equals. How do you think we're going to find what y equals? Because we need both. So we're going to take what x is, where we got it right here too, and we're going to plug it back in over here, where we have y equals 2x minus 1. That's step 4. So this we've done step 1, where we wait, baby. We finished step 1 where it said solve one equation for one variable. We did that. Step 2 was to substitute. We did that. Step 3 was to solve for the remaining variable. So we solved for x. It goes together. It's okay. Why is it labeled like this? Okay. The reason that I've set it up like this is because 1 is our equation, our first equation. 2, we're plugging it back in and getting a variable where we get x. Now we're going to come over here and get y. So we have x on this side, y on this side. So now we're going to say y equals 2. What does x equal?
2
times 2
minus 1.
minus 1.
So y equals 3.
Y equals 3. Now what does number 5 say?
What is an order?
So our ordered pairs 2, 3. Boom, we're done.
Oh, God.
I really like substitution.
That was easy.
We're going to keep practicing, so if you don't quite understand, don't worry. That's why we're practicing together before we move on and be free. Alright, so turn your paper over.
Is this 37B?
Yeah, this is 37B. I mean, yes, I'm sorry. Alright, so we're going to do one more together, just to make sure, and then I'm going to let you be free, okay? So 37B, our first problem A says solve the system using substitution. Now, eventually we're going to get to the point where I tell you use whatever method you want. But right now, I'm specifically saying use substitution. So if I said use graphing, what would you have to do?
Graph.
If I said use substitution, what would you have to do?
Substitute.
If I said use potatoes, what would you have to do?
Potatoes.
There we go. Alright, so this is our first system. I just turned my paper over and wrote it on the back. Holy cow. I even said turn your paper over. I told you what to do. Okay, so step 1 was what?
Solve the system by using substitution.
No, what is step 1? Not the
Solve
directions.
one equation for one variable and choose an easy one.
Alright, so step 1 was to figure out which variable is by itself.
So can we do the top one?
So y is by itself, correct? So we're going to write y equals 5x plus 1. That's our variable that's by itself. I'm going to do this one in orange. Alright, step 2 said to substitute. So I'm going to write 4x plus, and what am I going to add to 4x? 5x plus 1. And what am I going to set that equal to? Awesome.
Oh, wait.
So again, all I did was I took what y equals and I plugged it in for y. That's it. That's all I've done so far. That was step 2. Plug it in. Is everybody with me? Do you understand how we did this first part? Alright, step 3 is to solve for our variable. So we would combine like terms. What's 4x plus 5x?
9x.
Plus 1 equals 10. What would I do from here? Louder.
Minus 1.
So 9x equals 9. So what does x equal?
1.
Are we on the same page?
So now we solve.
Yeah, I'm on the back of it.
Now we have to solve for y.
Now we have to take x, plug it in to get y. So we know that y equals 5 times what?
1 plus 1, so 6. So your coordinate pair would be 1, 6.
Boom. Good job. Alright, so far, which do you like more, graphing or substitution? Yes, Carly, your team can get a point for that. You did very good. You didn't even know what page we were on.
Look.
Now you do.
Now I do, but I didn't know.
You didn't know. Oh my gosh. Alright, so now, I want your group to tell me, well, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Wait, can we do another one?
Yeah, we're going to have another practice problem. We're not doing it together.
Okay.
Alright, so B, you're still solving using substitution. This is our substitution page, so you must use substitution. Yo,
Can I solve for regular points?
maybe. I want to go crazy.
No.
If we do go crazy, we'll have extra. Okay, hold on.
Alright, so apply what we've done. This time, do we have a variable by itself?
No.
So what do you got to do?
Doesn't matter which one.
You have to use, it's not called, it's called,
Yes, you have to do the switcheroo.
so you minus it.
Hey, talk to your group. Because the first tower that gets done gets 2 points.
Come on, get done, Zoe.
Hurry up.
Come on, Patrick, right fast.
Y equals negative 3x plus 6, correct?
Yes.
Then you have 4x plus 2 times negative 3x plus 6 equals 8. So that gives you 4x minus 6x plus 12 equals 8. Negative 2x equals negative 4? 6? 4. And then x equals 2.
And then y equals 0.
And then you plug that in and you get y equals 0. Alright, give your table an extra point because y'all did really good today. And then bring me your number strips. Hey, those sheets that I gave you, work out yours tonight so that tomorrow when you come in, you can compare with your partner and see what they did.
Can you get, wait, what? You get all those right?
Yes. The sheets that I gave y'all, I put little white sheets on your desk.
How do I tell my shoe?
Says graphing versus substitution. I didn't get to y'all's table?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Patrick, you need your homework.
Graph and substitution? And we're going to compare tomorrow.
I'm sorry, baby.
Go.
Bye, y'all have a great day. Good job today.
Bye, I love you.
I love you too.
Just ask
Yes.
I'll come during,
Yes.
Zero period.
Yes.